cousins, real quick housekeeping so we'll know what's going forward. All of the information that I usually say in the beginning of these videos will now be posted in the description. Make sure you look at the about section. All the links to whatever I got going on that I want you to maybe check out and patronize will be there. If you want to donate, Cash App, all that type of stuff. Also, I think I'm going to switch it up on the banners. I think I'm just going to do my little thought bubbles strictly for the Raw, SmackDown, or any reviews, and then everything else will just be like, I mix up a little bit differently like that. Just letting you know I'm trying to make some changes to optimize what we got going on around here to make things a little more palatable and smoother, updating things like that. And on my end, I'm still working, and I want to get one of those machines that make them sounds, because I got a lot of sound effects that I be making, and I want to press a button so I can say Wrestlepalooza just with a button push. I'm sorry. I had to do it. All right, with all that being said, let's get into SmackDown for February 20th, 2026. Because, listen, it's some interesting stuff that happened on this show. I ain't going to tell you the show was just like, yes, because I did fall asleep or whatever. And that's most likely why you're getting it today. But either way, it's some interesting stuff that took place on the show. So I want to go through it with y'all, and you do your thug thizzle, right? And make sure you follow the directions at the end of the banner, because I don't want to have to repeat all that stuff either. Like, you already know what's going on and how to function and the YouTube etiquette for creators, right? We all know that? Okay, cool. So I just want to jump into the shit. Like the baby, how he just jumps into his music. The moment the beat drop, he's running right over it, okay? Boom. WWE SmackDown for February 20th, 2026. This has been a very interesting Black History Month. Black History Month, none the fucking less. At the Amaranth Bank Arena in Sunrise, Florida. They said Florida is going to cut all their property taxes. Baby, it's going to come to a point where anyone making less than $1 million can live in Florida. But go ahead. Y'all go ahead and do that. I would like to see them test this little flat tax bullshit they trying to push. A 30% flat tax across the board. Yes, 30% for any and all things. I would love to see that tested in Florida. I would love to see it. We got Joe and Wade on the 1 and 2s. I'm gonna tell you, I have done a very good job conditioning my ears to ignore them. So I can tell you what the fuck them two is talking about. Joe sounds like he's eulogizing the whole show. And Wade is, I don't know if he's trying to energize Joe. So it's very easy to block them out. We get the show started with Cody Rhodes. He's coming to the stage with some bright blue Nikes on. And I will say I did like his jacket. If I would buy that jacket if they would make all of his identifying markers and logos smaller. Like if they put the American Nightmare, don't put that tattoo and put like the little N that's on the thing, that little Cody Rhodes or the C or whatever that looks like Dave Chappelle's logo. Put it real small right at the nap on the back, or maybe like at the pocket at the end by the zipper. I would buy that because I don't want people to know that I have Cody Rhodes merch. I have none, but if I bought it, I need it to be very inconspicuous. Cody Rhodes get out there, so for lifestyle, what you want to talk about? And before he could cut loose, Jacob Fatu showed up. Very bizarre, very fascinating the way this whole thing went down. Fun fact, Jacob was on Busted Open, and he was very excited and animated on that show. I didn't get to finish it, but I will. Might even bring it to you all and talk about it. He got 11 teeth removed. What the fuck was going on in Jacob's mouth that he needed 11 teeth removed? So I'm assuming, because you only got 32, so I know he got some screws and bolts up in that motherfucker. That's crazy. You know what? Listen, we all gonna lose our teeth at some point, and you try to keep them as long as possible. But when you losing them in like bulk like that, damn, but at least he put something back in there. And Jacob don't be opening his mouth like that, so you want to see if he was missing all his backs, like fucking CM Punk. Anyway, Jacob Fatu said, let's keep it 100. You don't even be out here talking about the Elimination Chamber if it wasn't for Drew. I had you and Sami beat last week, and I was walking out a dub. I was getting a dub, and I know you know it too. But my concern isn't about you right now. Let me double back real quick. My concern is with Drew McIntyre. Hey, so let's double back and keep it 100, Drew. Bring your punk ass out here so I can dog walk your ass all over Fort Lauderdale. I thought they were in Sunrise. Okay, maybe it's a suburb of Fort Lauderdale. Shout out to Fort Lauderdale. My people run around there. Unfortunately, I'll never be able to go down there and comfortably visit because I ain't paying all that fucking money. Nigga, I'll say, hey, listen. Tonight, my shoulders are bolted down. They're really looking good this evening. Whatever you got going on, Jacob, I know you're upset. And frankly, you have every right to be. But let me tell you, you're not doing it tonight. You understand? This is supposed to be Cody Rhodes' mic time. So you don't, and I don't know why, you in that goddamn ring running your damn chops right now, okay? We could discuss you getting your hands and keeping it 100 with Drew, but you ain't gonna do it tonight. You understand? Why? Why, Nick? For what? And then all of a sudden, Drew McIntyre is way at the top in the box seats. And I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. People pay to sit up there? I wouldn't pay to sit. What's the perk of sitting in the box seats outside of a charcuterie board? Is that how you pronounce it? Anyway, Drew was like, they can't keep the chops name out of the mouths. Now, Kande, Cody, Nick, Jacob, I appreciate you giving me the night off, but the number one, I'm the captain, and I do what I want. And number two, I love SmackDown. I love SmackDown so much, I bought myself an entire suite just to watch the show, but the TV wasn't on. Drew, the TV wasn't on. So I don't know if they had to turn it on from like who gave, you didn't have the remote? I'm right here. Jacob, all gas, no brakes. More like all bark, no bite. What are you gonna do? Jacob starts going nuts. Ilya Dragunov. Oh, I'm sorry. Cody said, you better shut up because you a jackass. Ilya Dragunov. He ran to Carmelo Hayes. Listen, first of all, I don't know why Ilya is like being all rah-rah, pumping up Carmelo like he ain't him. Ilya, Carmelo is him. You don't got to do that. That motherfucker gripped his neck and was squeezing the shit out of it. Like you can see, you know when you like press on your hand and you can see the blood separate and it turn white, and you can see Carmelo was like, God damn, that ain't what we rehearsed. Get your fucking hands off me. That's what he should have said. I wouldn't let him finish with you gripping my shit like that, because what is you dominating me? He was like, can you take your hands off of me, first of all, and go worry about what you got going on with the MFTs and that thick-ass Tama. I know what I got going on. God damn, you gripping my neck like that. We see Nick Aldis was backstage still talking to Jacob. Jacob was like, listen, man, I just got to get my hands on that, man. You know what I'm saying? I just got to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? I got to come in here. I'm all gas, no breaks with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean? Because I got to get where I got to go. You know what I'm saying? You going to tell me I can do. I got to have him. I got to eat that. I need that motherfucker on a plate. I got to eat that motherfucker. I got to have him. I got to have him. And basically, Nick said, listen, we can sit down and talk about some things, but you're going to have to be patient. I know you want to have him, you want to eat him, you want to be all gas and brakes on him, but not tonight. So go ahead, take the day off and just do your thing. This motherfucker left. Jacob Fatu walked right into the goddamn black. You ain't see him no more tonight. What? What happened to Jacob Fatu? I'm all gas, no brakes with it. What happened? What happened? You should have all gas for fucking Cody ass too. You ain't gassed up for Cody. First match of the night, Ilya Dragunov versus Tama Tonga. Only thing I kept watching, and I know this is bad, but Tama Tonga's boot came loose. Like it unsnapped, and I couldn't focus on nothing else. So I don't know what was going on in the match. All you need to know is that Tama Tonga got the pinfall, and then the MFTs came in and start jumping all over them or whatever the case may be, and then all of a sudden you get the Solo. It's clear you used your family as a crutch, so you still left standing. If you were the shining light when it's time to show everybody you can stand on your own. Next time I come down the ring, I will be alone. I will expose all the insecurities you've hid from the fireflies. The only question is, will you show up? Yeah, he gonna show up, bitch. Listen, I'm tired of the high school production called The Wire 6. Wrap it up. That's what I want. Moving right along. We got Mr. I Do What I Want to Do, Drew Macintyre. That is what Nick Aldis called him. And Drew basically told Nick that you need to relax. We're just having a little fun. The crowd was having a good time. Nick said, listen, I'm not having fun because Elimination Chamber's around the corner. You out here acting like a little bitch. Okay? I gave you the night off, and I need you to go find you something to fucking do, or go sit in that goddamn luxury box that don't got a charcuterie board and the damn TV isn't open. So get the fuck from around here and stop working my nerves, because my shit's anchored down tonight. And if they get loose, I'm telling you, it's going to be me and you. Okay, Nick, relax. It's not that serious. Bobby Saxon's backstage, and he's talking to Randy Orton. Randy got a new colorway for his little hoodies. Anyway, he was like, how does it feel, about the competition inside the men's chamber match? Well, Randy was like, well, let me tell you something. Listen, once I get these thighs greased up, it's up and it's stuck. You understand? It's hot and the hell and all of that. And the WWE champion is just, got put out the building, and it's all kind of stuff going on. And then all of a sudden, we get hot bitch Zelina talking about, Ramsey, you seem to have forgotten was telling you not too long ago. And then here come Orlock. Randy, I just want you to know that I see everything. And since you say that you are the most experienced and the most feared, and the 3 letters that I need to be watching out for is RK. Oh, where is that man? I would like to speak to that Randy, not this Randy. Randy was like, listen, bitch, you and your hoe, just meet me at the ring, because I don't even know what's going on. Byron Saxon was backstage talking to Nia Jackson, Lash Legend. The Irresistible Forces is their names. It's cute. I like it. Irresistible Forces. They're not like most girls. Nia said she doesn't have time for the silly ass questions because it's a very busy time of the year. She got a match tonight to qualify for the chamber. And once she wins, Lash said, once she wins, it's going to be up, Brian. You don't got to worry about nothing, okay? Because the Irresistible Forces are going to do what we always do, and that is win. And they said, snap of the fingers. And Byron was like, which popped Wade, because Wade was like, you saw them snap their fingers? I like that. I like how they snap their fingers. Moving right along, we get A Storm Is Coming. And Jay came down in the purple. Do we got to keep talking about how good looking she is? We don't have to keep talking about it. Hair, everything. Listen, I love it. Let's see what she got to say, shall we? Wrap it up. See, I'm not going to tell y'all again. I defend my title on my time. See, Jordan Grace tried it. She tried her best, but that just wasn't good enough. Now, everybody was so bold backstage. Everybody is so loud online. Well, let me tell you all a thing or two. I don't gotta wrestle no motherfucking body. You understand? Y'all run me down about how many times I wrestle with the championship, but you don't say nothing to Dominic Mysterio and his hoe. You don't say shit to Stephanie Vaquea. I don't see you making CM Punk do some motherfucking reps. So hop off. Anyway, I'm going to be in Atlanta on Monday. And lucky for me, that's where I reside. So I'm coming to hear that decision, Liv Morgan, face to face. And whether you choose me or whether it comes out of the Elimination Chamber, whether it be Charlotte, Io, Alexa, Tiffany, Naya, even that bitch Rhea. At the end of the day, come WrestleMania, I'm still going out the women's champion because I'm still that bitch. The audience said I'm still that bitch with her. Jade's doing fine. She's doing fine. If we could just take just a little bit of the robot out and more of the girl bye. I need just a little more head. Just give me a little more head. Once you start rolling that head a little bit, it comes out real smooth. I'm that bitch. You see how when you roll your head too, as opposed to I'm that bitch, and then you don't roll your head. You gotta roll it. We going to the second match is Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax versus Kiana James. What you need to know is Charlotte was coming out looking as good as she want to look, because you know Charlotte's always going to make everything big time with her outfits. And Jade was like, bitch, I got this belt. You see me? And Charlotte was like, girl, bye, and kept walking. Not this time. Jade ran right up on her and was like, bitch, you see me. I'm your champion. You better pay attention. Charlotte said, woo! And Jade said, woo! That shit don't bother me, bitch. I don't give a fuck. And her head just moving, and then the ref snatched her away. I do like that. I like that, because the first time you let Charlotte son you should have snatched her shit from the back and drug her ass back upstage and whooped the fuck out of her. But I'm not creative. Anyway, let me tell you about this match. All you need to know is that Kiana James is being showcased in ways that I'm so fucking confused. If any of the cousins want to explain this to me, because Kiana James is supposed to be working with Gurl as her fucking assistant, as her manager, and this bitch is getting a better push than Gurl. And listen, Kiana in there doing it. I'm not even finna hold you. I'm not even finna knock this bitch's hustle. I'm just confused about what the fuck is going on. Because at the end of the day, two things happened. Well, three. We got a black screen because Charlotte's titty showed. Okay, so we got a little black screen action. And then we got a weird count because Gurl was getting pinned, and I guess somebody was supposed to break up the count, and the goddamn ref decided to pause, and everybody could see this. And then lastly, Charlotte was putting Nia in the figure eight. And while she had her in the figure eight, motherfucking Kiana James slid right up under Charlotte and pinned her shoulders down for the 1, 2, 3. And Kiana James is going to the Elimination Chamber. And I was like, oh, okay, because I can see Nia not winning, because I think they're going to win those titles. I think they should. But I would think Charlotte would get in there so we could get more of a friction between her and Alexa. But I don't even know, child. So we got Kiana James moving on to Elimination Chamber. Kiana James is performing well. You understand? Kiana James probably should be in the program with Gurl. We'll talk about it when we get to it. Kiana James, I just told y'all. Byron Saxon had a backstage interview with Rhea Ripley, Yo Scott. Listen, they say the same shit. Byron was like, what's going on? Y'all gotta do them tag titles. What you gonna do? Rhea said, we gonna do what we do best. We gonna do what we do best. And he was like, yeah, whatever Rhea says, I'm gonna say it too. Only difference is I'm gonna smile a lot more, and I'm gonna make my eyebrows scrunch in the middle, and then I'm gonna say, oh, I love Rhea, and then Rhea's gonna kiss me, and then anyway, like, girl. And we're in the Elimination Chamber. The best woman gonna win. Royce Keys had a powerful discussion with Stephanie McMahon at her cabaret. Let me tell y'all something real quick. And I don't even want to knock Royce Keys, but baby, this ain't it. This ain't it. I don't care for what Stephanie got going on because Stephanie don't come off authentic. And she's the type, I don't know if y'all ever spoke to, I'm actually dealing with this shit right now. You ever talk to somebody and they look at you like they're listening and feel so engaged and like they know how to disarm you without saying much, but they're like literally staring fucking through you? That's Stephanie. This bitch don't give a fuck that your brother was a drug dealer and got blasted on the side and you crying. That's not what we want to see, baby. I'm gonna keep it all the way live. If this was to give somebody some type of investment into your character and who you are as a man, this was we could talk about it later though, but if you want to watch Royce Keys, aka Powerhouse Hobbs, down on Stephanie's cabaret, then y'all go ahead and do that. Next match, Obafemi and Kit Wilson. Kit Wilson came out. Listen, I don't hear his music, but y'all said it's over and everybody likes it, and whatever. Kit Wilson's doing the best he can with what he got. I'm not mad at it, okay? So anyway, he decided to read a poem to Oba. He essentially was like, Oba, you know what I mean? You said you so far from a feminist or whatever, and I want to read your poem, and I call this one Ode to Oba. And it said, Oba, forgive me, forgive my doubt. I now see the greatness people talk about. So the first poem was Kit was trying to soften the beast. And then Oba was like, read me another poem. And Kit was like, no, girl, because this one's good. You gonna like that. And he said, no. Read me another fucking poem. Read it. So Kit read the poem that he wrote last week. And so the moment he said toxicity, Oba snatched his ass into the ring, threw him all around that motherfucker. Kit tried his best. It didn't work out, and Oba got the 1, 2, 3. Okay, I heard somebody say him doing squash matches isn't gonna get him over. Listen, y'all gotta get on board on something. Him doing squash matches is gonna get him over because that's what you said Vince was doing, and you said you fucking liked it. Now you don't like it. I'm confused. Oba is telling a story. He just got on the fucking show. He's settling in. We already behind him. And we're noticing that he has a fun personality. If it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it. Okay? He's going to be in a storyline if he's not already in one. I feel like he's already in a storyline or something close to it. And who the fuck cares? Oba got the pinfall. Moving right along. Nick Aldis was back there talking to R-Truth. And you know what? I think R-Truth, look. They said, you want R-Truth, you're going to get him in this capacity. So either way, they was back there talking about this big box that Adam Pearce had sent over. And what did Nick Aldis say? He said, take that box back to Adam Pearce. So we just going to move the box back and forth until it settles in Chicago. Is that what Elimination Chamber is? Yes, because the Elimination Chamber is the Brooks's Elimination Chamber, right? So anyway, we get R-Truth talking about it's some type of trophy in there, whoop de whoop de whoop, and Nick was like, whatever, bitch. And while all that happened, Whipper Time showed up. Whipper Time! Whipper! He showed up and he was like, listen, Nick, all I know is I got a qualifying match tonight. I'm sitting here like, why did we even have to have this little piece of something? Whipper Time didn't even need to be a part of none of this. He said, I'm just having a match tonight. Okay, girl. Nick was like, all right, go ahead and do your thing. Like, I don't know why you, man, listen, I don't know what it is with Whipper Time, but Whipper Time, I'm going to need to get one of them nice doom 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 with some congas and some new music and put that Weapon Time shirt on and lean into it so we can say, whip out when you come. Because it's, Damien, something needs to change, bruh. And I don't think you turning heel is what needs to happen. Anyway, Clash in Italy will be taking place May 31st of this year, and it'll be the first ever WWE Premium Live event in Italy. And let me tell you something. I don't know what fucking time zone that is and what time it's going to happen. All I know is it's going to be early. Let's give a round of applause. I got something to say about all of this European and all these overseas PLEs. More. Do them. I'm not mad about it. Look out for that podcast. Moving right along. We are going into our fourth match of the night. Tiffany Stratton versus Alba Fyre with Chelsea Green in her wheelchair. Completely unnecessary. Dare I say, it's not Tiffy time. Not like that, girl, because the people was not there for you. They was definitely not there for Alba Fyre. The people was there for Chelsea Green. And at one point, them motherfuckers just start chanting Chelsea Green. The people was not there for none of these girls. This match was completely useless. It was a showcase to say, we know you like Chelsea. Here she is being goofy. Moving right along. Tiffany picked up the pinfall. Completely useless. Cody Rhodes was backstage. And he ran into Sami Zayn, who's back there sulking and fucking up the atmosphere. Like, Sami, go home, girl. What is it? Anyway, Sami was not doing good, and Cody was like, listen, Sami, I understand that a lot's going on with you, okay? And you got to figure things out. Sami said, listen, Cody, you don't understand what I got going on, okay? Because I worked 10 years to get what I wanted to do, and I can't do it. And you come, you leave, and then you come back, okay? And then you just get put in all kind of positions and stuff, and everybody give you everything, and don't nobody give me nothing. And Cody was like, bitch, don't you ever say that I get put in positions that I don't got no opportunity. It is not my fault that my name is Cody Rhodes, and my last name is Rhodes, and my daddy is Dusty, and my brother is Dustin. It is not my fault that I'm a bad bitch by birth. And just because you can't get the opportunities, that's all on you, because the same opportunities is giving me, they're giving them to you, and you are not rising to the occasion. Well, you can't say that to me, Cody, because I do work hard. I've been working hard for 10 years, and they call you the QB1, and they call you the golden boy for no absolute reason. You were gone, and you came back, and you messed up the Rock versus Roman for everybody, and I'm so tired of it. You got to finish your story, Cody. You got to finish your story. I didn't get to finish mine, and I want to know when I'm going to finish my story, Cody, because you're the chosen one. Cody's the chosen one. Cody said, listen, I didn't choose this. It chose me, and I have things to do tonight. So, bitch, you sit back here and you be mad. And Cody walked extremely slow, and this is very important. So Sami turned around. He's very upset. And then all you heard was, ha, ha, ha. Look who's crying. Oh, Sami, you mad? Well, listen, come here. Let me tell you something. Come here, bro. I'm going to do what you can't do here in a minute. I'm going to walk to that ring, and I'm going to get the dub. You understand? I'm going to go do work. I'm going to go win a match. You understand? I'm going to get the job done, Sami. That's what I'm going to do. Now, you sit on back here, baby, and you keep on being mad and watch Trick. Will I do? What trick will I do? Let's talk about it. And he walked onto the ring. And then Sami said, ooh, He stomped his way to Cody, who, by the way, was still walking. Cody was still walking. He said, Cody. And Cody was like, what, girl? He said, Cody, I just want to say I'm sorry. I was just so much, everything was just so pent up, and I just had to release it, and I released it on you, and I'm sorry. You are the QB, and you are the chosen one, and I just want you to win the title, and everything's fine. Child, let me tell you what's very important here. The crowd said, boo. Tomato. They said potato. Boo. Somebody even said, Sami sucks. He was trying to get the crowd to say it with him. Sami, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but this ain't it, babe. This isn't it. I need you to go cut your hair, take a good hot shower, put on some kalunga, moisturize, get a new outfit, and come back with a new cut and a new color, baby, because this right here, we're done. I'm so happy. The crowd finally sees what I see. Boo! Moving right along. Trick Willie, Carmelo Hayes, and Damian Priest doing a Thug Thizzle fighting for an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. All you need to know is that NXT was chanted because we got Trick Willie and Carmelo Hayes, and you know they got a deep, deep history in the ring. Every time them two got going, it was cute. But when Trick Willie, wow, 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 whoop that Trick. That's all we care about. Trick Willie is over times 1,000. Weber Time tried to get it off, and they was like, no, we don't want that. Trick Willie did 2 trick shots on Weber Time and got the 1, 2, 3. He is on his way to Elimination Chamber. And if they smart, and they not, Trick Willie will be winning Elimination Chamber. Trick Willie will be winning Elimination Chamber if they smart. Strap that rocket like you strapped it to old doofy ass Jay. Strap it to Trick Willie. Moving right along. SmackDown Tag Team Division is having a conversation in front of this mystery crate. And the division includes Axiom, Motor City Machine Unks, and Los Garzas. Yes! I was like, ooh, look at Los Garzas. Anyway, they was like, we don't know what's in the crate. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And then here we get Candice LeCrae, and she's talking to Nick Aldis like, I need help with my man because he is so fucking depressed. My man. I need help. And Nick Aldis was like, I ain't helping with you with your man, girl. You need to get him off that fucking box because I'm sending it back to Aaron Pierce, and y'all need to figure it out. And then Jordan Grace came, and she was like, Candice, let me tell you something, sweetie. You need to get that shell of a man off the box because I'm trying to talk business with Nick Aldis, and you around here fucking it all up for me. And Kim was like, first of all, I don't do no cools, because if you're going to be back here in my face, you could at least have some Newports or something, because that's real cheap of you. And Jordan said, bitch, everything is cool with cools. I don't know what you're talking about, but either way, like I told you, get that motherfucker off the box so I can go ahead and get in the box. Matter of fact, Candice, fuck all that. If you got a lot of mouth for what you want to say, how about you meet me in the ring next week? What do you say, Nick? Nick was like, fine, girl, get the fuck out of here, okay? You're fucking up my lungs. I don't give a shit. Candice said, Johnny, get down here. We're leaving. And then they zoomed into Johnny, who's on the box, still depressed. Girl, guess what we got? What's her name? Jade Cargill was backstage. She was walking still. Walking where? I don't know where these people are walking to, but she was. She ran right into B-Fab. B-Fab said, you thought you put me on the shelf, girl? Well, you didn't. Jade was like, bitch, you want to be back on the shelf? Like, what you doing? Do you want to get in a photo with me? Because you standing here looking. What is it? Child, guess who showed up with the kendo stick? Girl. You think you put me and B-Fab on the shelf? No you didn't. Because I'm coming in hardcore. Know what I'm saying? It's time that I get payback. And it's coming out your ass, Jade Cargill. And then Misha start jumping at her. And Jade jumping all back. She was like, yeah, you better be scared. Because I'm all business. And it's on business. I was like, oh my God. First of all, I thought Misha was like hooked up somewhere. And B-Fab, the concussion must have passed. I'm happy. I'm going to say it. I'm happy to see him on the show. But as we always do, get B-Fab away from Mitchin! Move right along. SmackDown will be on the USA Network because the Olympics will be over with. Child, I didn't know what the fuck they was doing on Sci-Fi. Rhea Ripley versus Gurl. All you need to know is a riptide was about to take place. Gurl did some move that was during a commercial where she stomped Rhea's head. Everybody's really excited about that, but you didn't see it. And it was an interference and a disqualification, and Rhea Ripley won. Because, I mean, Either way, Gurl is a non-fucking factor because this was to set up and put some heat on the upcoming women's tag team championship match between the Irresistible Forces and Riho. A mess, child. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Gurl. I do not. I don't even know what else to say no more. Like, I'm done with it. Anyway, moving right along. Fabian was backstage and he ran into the Miz, and Miz was like, "Hey, girl, you out here coming out here extremely strong. I'm the locker room leader and you need to be listening to me. I could be helping you out, okay? I am here to do my 3 things, and that is whatever them 3 words stand for." He be saying, and he was like, "So if it's anything you want to know, come to me." Oba was like, "Oh, you gonna help me, girl?" He was like, "Yeah." He said, "You gonna show me the ropes?" He was like, "Uh-huh." He said, "Okay, I'll go talk to Nick Aldis and you can show me the ropes next week. How about that?" And the Miz was like, "Hell yeah." Then he said, "Wait a minute. I don't want to get in the ring with you. What?" I hope the Miz don't think he giving Femi a dookie chain, because we not even finna play that motherfucking round 2. We see Charlotte backstage talking to Alexa Bliss, and Charlotte's like, "Listen, girl, I am not upset. You understand? I lost. You're in there. I'm not upset. I am evolved. I'm fantastic and fabulous. Everything is fine. Whoop, whoop, whoop." Alexa's like, "Okay, girl, whatever the case may be." And then we see Kiana James come in. She said, "Oh, Joe, my God, Charlotte, you lost. Boo-hoo-hoo. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, my God." And Charlotte was like, "Girl, whatever." And then Gurl comes in, and she was just standing there, and Alexa was like, looking at them, and then what's her name? Kiana was like, "Well, we are the 2 strongest women in this women's locker room in the entire WWE." Child, Alexa Bliss bust out fucking laughing. She was like, "Yeah, all right." And then Gurl started going nuts. Alexa didn't fucking blink. That's what I need to see. Lose them fucking ponytails. Let me get the goddess, a more seasoned, older goddess, so we could go ahead and get that U.S. title off of Gurl. Put that shit on Alexa. I wouldn't mind it. Moving right along, we are going to see Riho and the Irresistible Forces, and Solo Sikoa will be going up against Uncle Howdy next week on SmackDown, which is the go-home show, I believe. Yes, the go-home show to the Elimination Chamber. Then we got Tama Tonga, counting up Solo Sikoa. Basically, Solo was like, "Listen, you my man, 100 grand. I love it. You got the light on you. Boom, boom, boom." And then Nakamura came up and he was like, "Listen, Tama, it's cute or whatever, but best believe, I'm gonna whoop your ass the moment I get the opportunity." Not to mention, we did get a sighting of what's his name? Zack Ryder and Apollo Crews. 7th and final match, Randy Orton versus Aleister Black and his Zelina, aka Orlock and his bitch. All you need to know is they was mixing it up, and what's his name? Drew McIntyre did not in fact leave. He came and hit fucking Randy over the head, and that gave Orlock the opportunity to give him a black mass, and he got the 1, 2, 3. And then Cody came out to run after Randy and to run after Drew, and Drew's running all over the place. I don't even care for what Drew got going on, girl, because this don't even make, you a 6'5", supposed to be Scottish psychopath. Why are we running away from this motherfucking man? Someone make this make sense to me. Anyway, that was your SmackDown. Aleister Black got the pinfall, one of his first wins ever that actually matters. So him and Zelina probably gonna lick each other in the fucking coffin later on tonight. That's all I got. And we are going to now start doing some previews and moving into some other topics and things like that. So look out for it. And again, that's all I got, 'cause I ain't got no more.